When a couple moves into their new apartment, they can't resist watching their intriguing neighbors across the street. But soon, they discover that reality is more twisted than they ever imagined. This movie starts with the characters Pippa and Thomas. The film begins with a view of the bustling city of Montreal. Pippa and Thomas, a young couple, have just moved into their new apartment. They are excited about starting this new chapter in their lives, with Pippa narrating the thrill of their new urban experience. The apartment has a clear view of a neighbouring building, where their lives become intertwined with those of their mysterious neighbours. One evening, Pippa notices her neighbour, Sebastian, a charming and enigmatic man, through the window. She and Thomas share a moment of casual curiosity, joking about how it's like living in a reality TV show. As days pass, Pippa finds herself drawn more and more to their neighbours' lives, particularly Sebastian and his partner, Julia. What begins as a playful glance turns into a full-blown obsession as Pippa starts mapping out their routines and behaviours. As Pippa and Thomas's voyeuristic behaviour becomes a shared thrill, they start noticing more details about Sebastian and Julia's relationship. Pippa becomes captivated by the couple's dynamic, the passion, and the tension between them. Meanwhile, Thomas shows concern over how this obsession is affecting Pippa, but he soon finds himself equally drawn into the intrigue. They start filming scenes through their window with a smartphone, collecting their findings as if they're documenting an episode of an unseen show. The tension rises when Pippa catches a glimpse of a dark secret. Sebastian and Julia are involved in an intense, volatile relationship that includes moments of manipulation and infidelity. Pippa begins to see Julia not just as an object of fascination, but as a person who is suffering in her own way. A twist unfolds when Julia notices them watching through their window, leading to an unexpected and unsettling confrontation. Julia is suspicious but doesn't confront them outright. Instead, she starts playing mind games, which leads Pippa to question whether she's being watched in return. This newfound awareness sparks a power shift between the characters. Pippa, who has enjoyed the thrill of watching others, realizes she has unknowingly given up her own privacy in the process. Pippa and Thomas's curiosity takes a darker turn when Sebastian and Julia's relationship reaches a breaking point. Julia reveals that she knows Pippa and Thomas have been watching them and uses this to her advantage, making Pippa feel vulnerable and cornered. In a moment of desperation, Pippa and Thomas decide to confront Julia, leading to a tense and explosive interaction. Julia, now in control, dissects their motives and accuses them of wanting more than just to watch. The climax is tense and unpredictable. Sebastian enters the scene, and it becomes clear that his own motives are darker than initially thought. He confronts Thomas, who, in a panic, tries to distance himself from Pippa's obsession. A heated altercation ensues, leading to a violent outburst. Pippa realizes she and Thomas have gone too far, and the consequences are irreversible. In the final act, Pippa tries to piece together what happened, haunted by guilt and paranoia. Julia's subtle presence looms over their apartment, a reminder of how their lives spiraled out of control due to their voyeuristic fixation. The couple is no longer safe in their own home, their apartment now feeling like a prison. The tension has shifted. Pippa and Thomas are now the ones being watched, and the fear of invasion has become a reality. The movie closes with a dramatic final sequence. Pippa's gaze is hollow, and she realizes that the cycle of observation and manipulation is inescapable. The city lights twinkle in the background, but instead of feeling bright and welcoming, they now look cold and unforgiving. The film ends with the implication that, in the world of the voyeurs, no one is truly safe from the consequences of what they choose to see and what they choose to reveal.